Thank you very much, QuickShot. And I actually didn't write much more down than Victor, because when Fnatic is playing the way they do and you're the number 10 team, there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do. Like, MOM's comp basically relied on Victor, and Victor being safe in mid lane, like getting into mid game properly, having some farm, having some AP, and obviously like the Triforce power space come in. But due to how Reignover controlled the early game, even though he was supposed to be on the back foot with Rengar into Rek'Sai, he was able to control top lane, get Nara ahead, allow basically like take the permission away from Aurelia to get the Triforce early enough, so she can't split push anymore. That win condition is gone, and mid lane was completely controlled too. So the mobility of LeBlanc together with Rengar roaming around the map was able to translate into a huge shield, which in the end even carried the bottom lane that was like doing okay, was not doing too much, but they were they're doing what they're supposed to do, and win 2 lanes, you win the game.
Yeah. Besides from that, the Victor pick, the first one we've seen, and of course here in Europe it is. Do you think we will see it more in the Western world?
Yes, I think so. It has huge damage output, and especially a mid-game power spike as soon as he gets like 1 item, maybe 2, and he's able to basically one-shot opponents. So he's obviously going to be a good tool, like somehow like LeBlanc's operating, just without the mobility that she has. So you have to set him up, basically like get vision control down, control the map a bit, get yourself space to basically operate, and then he's going to do fine. But if you're in the back foot from the beginning of the game, I don't think it's a good pick.
Yeah, well, Jat will be happy to hear that we'll be seeing more of Victor. Before we head to break, let's check in and see what you wanted to ask Amazing. Our first question comes from @KimChikorita, who asks, how did it feel to play against Dandy at Worlds?
Dandy at Worlds was scary, but not as scary as in the scrims beforehand when we played them in Korea a lot. But regardless, it was a great experience for me. I was able to learn a lot of him, and I still fanboy him to this day, even if he didn't do so well in the LPL so far. He's picking it up again together with Marta, and both of them are really again shining lights for their teams.
All right, our second tweet comes from @BattleBunny1, writes, what is your favorite moment in your pro career?
It actually must be Game 5 of the LMQ series last season, basically. When we knew we had the game and we had the last push coming in, and I basically just sat in my chair, I kept slouching, kept going down basically like this, and at some point I was basically laying down, having my mouse in my hand, just playing from far away, because I was just overwhelmed by the experience, that qualifying for Worlds in my first year, it was just great.
Yeah, it must have been. The next one is from @Navarro3. I know it was your call to go back to Europe, but do you miss the TSM environment? I hope to see you in the LCS.
I miss the TSM environment so far that I miss the people. If you they're popular personalities, all of them, and they're actually they are on stream, and how they interact with you, and especially as friends, they work really well. They try to push one another. They if you're down or something, they're gonna pick you up. And I think that TSM, in terms of people, Last Boy even who couldn't speak English as well in the beginning, try to pick it up and basically try to become friends with each one of us, and he managed to do that. And by now he's a Twitter meme king. So
yeah, Last Boy is definitely very endearing. Our last question comes from @RedEyedSoul127, who is asking the tough questions. The people demand answers. What shampoo and conditioner do you use to maintain your fabulous hair?
I don't use conditioner.
Oh, damn. Well,
I only use the tears of my challenger enemies right now, which are pretty I have a good storage of them.
Yeah.
So that's good.
A little bit of salty conditioner, but it looks very shiny. Thank you for tweeting those in. If you've got some more to say, be sure to use the hashtag LCS to stay in a conversation throughout the day. Our next is a clash between 2 teams fighting for a position at the top of the table, H2K and the Copenhagen Wolves. We'll be right back, so don't touch that browser.
Can MeetYourMakers play spoiler and upset the number 2 team in the league? We're about to find out. Corey's on the board, but here comes Huni. He's going to knock Noxiac back. Vebevin once more. That's Corey down. Oh, Reignover's hopped through the wall. That may not have been intended. He doesn't have flash for a few seconds. Monsoon forced to save Reignover.
What do you do? He's going in.
He's got a 3-man Gnaw. That's another kill for Steelback. The Monsoon from Fnatic. They've got Horo. Fnatic will win the game. 1-1 on the week.